PTF back with you to talk about the Preakness Future Wager. It's open now. It's going to be open until 6 o'clock on Saturday. Really interesting way to leverage your opinion about this 3-year-old crop. There are 40 betting interests. You can bet it at the ADW of your choice. Just look for the drop-down menu and select the Preakness Future Wager. I'm going to bring in a man to talk to us about it now. Jonathan Kinchin, you excited about this opportunity to get some leverage and maybe mess around with your opinion on these 3-year-olds? I know you got a few strong ones.
Yeah, look, I think it's a great opportunity, right? It's a situation where you can get these prices on these horses that are going to be significantly less based on how they run in the Kentucky Derby. A horse like Journalism, right? You can get him at 5-1 as of us recording this. That could change, pari-mutuel pool. But if he wins the Derby, he's going to be 3-5 in the Preakness, regardless of what happens. Or even a horse like Sovereignty, who you can get at 16-1 as of right now, and a horse that if he goes on to win the Kentucky Derby, he's going to end up being 3-5. So you can really pick up some value and get some leverage, like you mentioned, where you can be alive to Sovereignty for 16-1, and then you can look around and play some other things.
I remember getting to feel smart for a minute. Was it last year or 2 years ago, getting a good price on First Mission, who was looking like he was going to be heading to the Preakness as one of the shorter prices. Didn't end up working out as he got injured and couldn't compete, but could have just as easily been one of the best value bets of the year. I think that's the idea. You were talking about the prices as we record this. It's obviously going to change. Right now, Sovereignty predicted at 8-1 on the morning line for this bet. Sovereignty, you mentioned 15-1, Journalism 8-1. Either of those prices appeal to you? Would either of those be a way you might want to go?
Yeah, I mean, I think if Sovereignty would probably be the one that's the most interesting. Obviously you have to still, with Journalism, you have to win the Derby to get that value, right? Otherwise, you're not.
It's a lost bet,
right? So you have to get that value, and then I think Sovereignty's interesting. Even the all other 3-year-olds, I think, is really an interesting one. Currently, is 27-1. There's a horse in there that I'm really excited about, Goal Oriented, that's going to run on the undercard of the Kentucky Derby. If that horse wins impressively, I think they could probably wheel him back in a couple weeks for the Preakness, and you could get that 27-1, like I said, as it is right now.
Yeah, the all others is an interesting one because you'll get a run for your money. Something will be turning up, especially if you have a horse you have an eye on. Now, as mentioned, the bet closes at 6 o'clock on Saturday. My advice, I'm not going to tell you who to bet necessarily in this, though. If you forced me to do so, it would probably be a Journalism situation for me, just because I do think he is a very valid favorite. But what I'm going to tell you to do is to set an alarm, because it's such a busy day. It's such a crazy day. We're all going to have a lot of different things going on. I'm going to set a specific alarm for, say 5 o'clock. And at that point, go take a look at what the market will be developed at that point. It still could change a bunch, but you'll have all the information in terms of your runner, Goal Oriented on the undercard, etc. But you do not want to miss this opportunity. Of course, you could just say, this is the horse I like. I'm going to bet now. We encourage that as well. But as a backup, I want to take one more look at this wager Saturday afternoon. Anything else for you on the Preakness Future Wager, my friend?
Hey, Siri, remind me at 5:55 to look at the Preakness Future Wager.
Good stuff. Thank you so much to our friends at First Racing and Maryland Jockey Club for sponsoring this video. Make sure you subscribe to the In the Money Media YouTube channel for all of our Kentucky Derby content. The fire hose of content is on. And let us know in the comments who you like in this Preakness Future Wager.